Save Game Review. Hi everyone and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be reviewing some more of your save games. And this week, ladies and gentlemen, I have some very spicy ones lined up for you guys. First, we have a Bosnia campaign right here, a sort of a tall-ish Bosnia campaign that, from what I've been told, and I chose this one because, well, I don't think we've ever taken a look at a Bosnia campaign. And then we have this absolutely insane nation formation stacking cavalry combat ability campaign, and I'm told it is the most cavalry combat that I've ever seen in a game. And then finally we have this siege ability stacking campaign with even more nation formations, as you can see right there. Absolutely insane modifier stacking from these two campaigns and a nice tall one to start off. So yeah, I think we have some very good ones for today. But let's take a look at what Menade right here says about his Bosnia campaign, and then we'll jump into it. So Menade right here says, so this is Bosnia in 1813. Goal was to play to the end, and it sort of is the end. I wanted to make Ragusa the most valuable trade node and also have sort of clean borders, so I decided on taking the Balkans and Anatolia. To become more powerful, I just made a bunch of vassals around me. I had good luck with getting the PLC, but no luck in getting Castile or Great Britain, even though I tried. The challenge was to not blob out. I love campaigns like this, and I think so do you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into this Bosnia campaign on January 1st, 1813. Alright, here we are in our Bosnia campaign, man, and right away I can tell you guys I absolutely love these borders that the player has established, man. If we go into the coalition view right here, we can notice that only this pretty much is Bosnia, with some other possessions right here, like the gold mines in Hant and in Cheb, or whatever it's called, and then I guess Prague for the Imperial Authority Monument, if we are the HRE Emperor, and then some possessions over here in Normandy. But the core of the Bosnian state right here is looking really strong, and all of these guys are super aggro, and I wonder what's happened there. But if we go into the Diplo view, there it is, we can see that. So all of these guys right here are subjects, man. Huge vassals too: Tripoli, Syria, Khorasan, Crimea, Commonwealth, maybe a junior partner, Burgundy, and I think the privilege has been revoked because most of the HRE guys are also subjects, so we'll definitely take a look at that soon. But first, let's go into the Great Powers view right here. Number one on the Great Powers list, obviously way more dev than the next biggest nation. The own dev, however, is only 1700, and we are a military hegemon, which is absolutely excellent. Going into the government view right here, we got this 333 guy, level 5 advisors in every category, absolutely perfect. In the Gov tab, not a lot to take a look at right here, not a lot of cultures to promote and accept, because everything has been promoted and accepted and culture converted as well. We'll get to that pretty soon. Going back into the diplomacy tab, yeah, these are all the vassals right here, man. It's stacked like this due to the HRE stuff. We're allied with Russia, which is right here, even though Russia seems to have been fought. And then we have the Commonwealth, Burgundy, and Aragon as junior partners, and we have French Canada as a colony of Bosnia. There you have it. Also guaranteeing Russia. Very interesting. In the economy department, making about 1,000 ducats in the positive. So much of it coming in from vassals. Gold mines develop right here, and a lot of it coming from trade as well, which is interesting since not that much is owned directly. But if these vassals are transferring trade power, that can be done. Everything else is looking great. In the trade department, yeah, about 45% coming in from trade. 50% goods produced, absolutely pristine right there, ahead of time in every single tech, almost final tech 2, and almost 100 innovativeness. Let's go back here. I want to take a look at absolutism. So yeah, max absolutism 84, and it is at 84. You don't even really need it when you're not taking stuff for yourself, so that's like whatever. In the idea department, very interesting. Bosnia does have some decent ideas, honestly, and we have diplo, defensive, religious, quantity, influence, quality, economic, trade. Absolutely excellent picks from Bosnia right here. A bunch of mill ones, to buff yourself up. A bunch of money-making ones as well, because that's how we get this. And influence and diplo are obviously super needed when you're playing with so much subjects. And then religious is great as well, because as we can see, all of this right here has been converted to Catholic. The Protestant Reformation barely exists, so that's awesome right there. How did this become Coptic, though? Alodia is not a subject. Wow. So shout out Alodia for doing all of this, maybe even without the player help, man. Look at this. In fact, all of this is Coptic right here, so I wonder what Alodia was doing earlier, man. Yeah, lots of cores right here, so that's another interesting thing in this campaign. But yeah, moving further on in the missions department, Bosnia, no unique missions, unfortunately. No nations to really form as them either. 4 different available policies right here. I'm sure all the best ones are active. Don't even need to check that out too much. It's looking absolutely excellent. way under governing capacity since we're so small. Definitely makes sense. And in the religion department, 150% religious unity. Everything is Catholic, so everything is super nice right here. In the military department, maxed out professionalism, pretty good combat ability from quality, you know, galley combat right here. Absolutely insane generals, and so many of them too. You can have 32. That's absolutely insane. And look at this, absolutely insane force limit, man. Most of this coming in from the vassals, and we only have half of that. But aside from that, maxed out tradition, really good morale, decent discipline, man, nice fort defense, nice siege ability, and you know, combat width right here is 40, so I would probably run like 40 armies or something like that. 32, 420. Yeah, definitely. Army composition isn't maxed out, isn't that good, but you really don't need to do anything with these massive armies since you have all of your subjects doing the bidding. So really, the composition is the only minus right now, and it's really not even that big of a deal. Let's see if we have some trade companies here active, or if it's just, you know, colonies, pews, and vassals. I don't think there would be trade companies anywhere. Yeah, of course there isn't. And in the estates department, you know, lots of crown land, but these guys still have some privileges, which is absolutely great. The monarch point privileges are the most important in you know, in my opinion. So everything, taking a look at right there, man, it's looking super nice. Everything is stated, very expected right here. Autonomy nowhere to be lowered. Culture, I think pretty much everywhere it is Bosnian. If we go back here, yeah, so literally everything that is owned has been converted to Bosnian. So a super tall run right here, man. I'm loving that a lot. This is the religion map mode, this is the culture map mode, vassals and everything like that. So that's looking really nice right there. The capital is not in Constantinople. In fact, it's still over here in Visoki. I think that, yeah, main trade node is still in Ragusa. And is it the highest value trade node in the world? 618 right now. If we go here and trade nodes, if we go to total, yes it is, but the English channel is really strong as well, which would be expected, you know, since it is the late game. Even though yeah, pretty expected right here. Couldn't get Great Britain, the player already said. All right, going over into the buildings department, let's take a look at that right now. Stock exchanges built up in all the relevant provinces, very nice. I don't even gotta check town halls. I know they're present everywhere already. A lot of universities too, so they have been built literally everywhere. Let's take a look at maybe training fields right here. A bunch of them built up. No manpower, force limit buildings because it's not really needed. Counting houses almost everywhere. Cathedrals almost everywhere. Well, not, yeah, pretty much upgraded. And manufactories, not that much manufactories as well, interestingly enough. So this player was stacking buildings before that, obviously. But yeah, there are, you know, the different types of manufactories, I guess, right here. Or yeah, maybe not, but soldiers' households definitely. So yeah, a little bit of lacking manufactories, but really it's no big deal. So yeah, man, really pristine campaign. I'm very impressed with, you know, the cleanness of the borders and stuff like that. Now let's take a look at the government reforms right here. Feudal nobility, strengthen representatives, obviously for the vassals. I would even go lands for the church here instead of expand temple rights, but maybe this player wanted, you know, the church bonuses. Defensive stance is absolutely excellent. Aristocratic court, meritocratic. Thalassocracy, very interesting. A rare one right there. You gotta, you know, do that decision, but it's really strong if you can't take it. Machiavellian reign right here, I guess, for the max absolutism. Kingdom of the people, legislative houses, so everything is really good right there. And this is the HRE, man. All of the imperial reforms up to revoke the privilege have been passed. That's looking super nice. And not the people controller, but you know, it's much better to put your points into utilizing these things right there instead of that stuff. Merchant setup looks absolutely excellent. Let's take a look at the boats. So a bunch of boats as well, you know, some battle fleets, some light ship fleets, 211 light ships. Protecting trade in Ragusa is absolutely insane, man, with the, you know, with the great frigate flagship as well, and lots of other lots of other fleets built up as well. So this is looking like a really nice game, man. Very enjoyable. Like I said, I love the subjects, how Milan owns all of Italy, for example, how Syria owns like this region right here, Tripoli, North Africa, Khorasan, Crimea, these junior partners as well, along with you know, regular type of vassals that are in the HRE, along with the non-HRE vassals, and still only one slot above Diplo relations. Fulo is a subject as well. We got a Tripoli owning stuff right here. So yeah, I love campaigns like this, man, where you stay focused on your own region, maximize it, and then expand through vassals around you. I think it's a super fun type of playthrough, and one that I definitely don't get to do enough. But since we're still Bosnia, man, right here, we can take a look at the timeline. It is going to show us stuff accurately. Finally, you know, when you form nations, that isn't that accurate. So let's go on very fast right here. There we go. Eating Herzegovina and Serbia. Expanding into Hungary, pushing into the Ottomans early. I like that. Releasing Biz and Bulgaria. There you go. Biz got stuff, owning stuff up here. So a lot of things around us may already be owned by vassals, but we won't really know. There we go. Maybe Tripoli is already a vassal because, you know, we don't see them how they expand. So there's Syria established right here. France has gotten a lot of Italy. There we go. Slow growth at this point, maybe expanding more through subjects, pushing into the Ottomans slowly. Obviously, it's expected. Commonwealth is definitely a junior partner by this point. Probably so is Burgundy, Tripoli, Syria. There it is. Khorasan, maybe a vassal as well. And there we go. The Balkans and Anatolia have already been conquered. Now it's just expanding through the subjects. There we go. Lots of growth over here. Khorasan, Crimea, Tripoli, Syria, Milan, Burgundy right here. Castile doing colonizing. There's a massive Alodia over there, conquering sort of the middle of Africa. And we're about to get to our end date. And that's it. There's 1813. So a really, really nice, a really, really clean campaign, man. I absolutely love stuff like this where you max out everything, and very, very enjoyable for me. So shout out for this excellent Bosnia campaign. I would definitely love to see more save games where it's just like you're focused on this one region, and then, you know, everything around you is expanding through subjects while growing yourself, you know, in a tall way. And one thing I forgot to take a look at was the dev right here, man. Let's take a look at the development. So capital 81 and lots of other provinces developed as well, although not maybe that much deving happening. Or, well, actually most of these provinces, or almost all of them, are above 10, so there definitely has been some dev clicking, but no massive, you know, amount of provinces with like more than 40 dev or something like that, even though all of these right here are really good. So this little tall, you know, subject focused Bosnia campaign, I really love that. That's a 5 out of 5 for me. Let's move on with the next one. Alright, let's move on with our cavalry combat ability stacking campaign right here. We have the Teutons to Pomerania to Poland to Timurids, then Tibet Emperor of China, Muscovite cultured Tengri theocracy Persia run, aiming to max out permanent cav combat ability. This player says the cav combat ability, but I'm gonna keep it a secret for you guys. You know, 20% from Pomeranian Cossacks, Teuton missions, Pomerania missions, Poland ideas, Timurid, Celestial Reform, Kizilbash, Boyars, ideas and policies, everything right here. So yeah, let's take a look at this cavalry combat ability stacking campaign by some Arthling on July 1st, 1617. Alright, here we are in our Timurids campaign, and I think the reason we're still the Timurids, man, is because this run isn't complete, or, you know, the save got sent to me in the middle of the run, or it's not the actual save, because this player did say they got to a cavalry combat ability of 223, but right now we're still at 85%, so this may be sort of the middle of the campaign before doing the Tibet thing and going back to Persia, because we're not even so, you know, Tengri culture or Tengri, sorry, religion, or a Muscovite culture or anything like that. But nonetheless, let's take a look at, you know, the middle of this campaign, because this player apparently did achieve what they were setting out to do. Now, the first thing, man, I think you guys can notice it as well, the absolutely horrible border gore that we're taking a look at right now, man. Now, we've seen a lot of campaigns with some absolutely disgusting border gore, but yeah, this one right here is a new one for me, man. Either way, let's jump right away. There we go. Here we are in the Great Powers list. Right now, we are #1 on the Great Powers list, which is actually very nice for 1617. A lot of big guys have already been fought, as we can see. A war versus the Ottomans done, pushing into the HRE hard, war versus Poland, Lithuania done. We're already over here owning stuff. So yeah, really rapid conquest, it seems like, and you know, that is the reason for these border war provinces, because you know, you're going for exact things you need, right? You don't care about pretty borders. I need that province, I want that province. That's gonna help me accomplish my goal. That's why you're doing this. And really, a lot of the times, if you're playing EU4 optimally and min-maxingly and stuff like that, you will gain borders like this, because you know, I may care about pretty borders, and a lot of you guys watching may care, but you know, when you're going for those certain stats, you don't really care. But going over right here, we have Great Sultan August the 4th, the Timurid. All right, if that's the case, we got a level 5, 3, and 1 advisor. See, we are Polish, Lithuanian primary culture right here, and we already have all of those other cultures right here accepted. So based on the nations that have been formed so far, Pomeranian, Prussian, Persian, and stuff like that, and a lot of other ones accepted due to our primary culture group right now. Going over in the diplomacy tab, allied to Great Britain, France, and Delhi. So a lot of strong allies that will help you accomplish those goals, you know, pushing towards those certain things. And Hungary is a junior partner, even though we're Sunni. We got Galicia, Volhynia, Kiev, and Afghanistan as vassals, and then we got Egypt as a march right here. So pretty strong subjects as well in this campaign. Moving on into the economy tab, not making that much money as we can see, because, you know, the focus is on other things. The focus isn't making money. It's about getting to those things as fast as possible, like I already said. So not a lot to take a look at right there. In the trade department, 40% coming in from trade, which is actually quite a lot, based on what the, you know, the weirdness of the locations that we own, and that, you know, your capital changes all the time, your main trade node changes. So really your best bet is to mostly collect in most of these regions when you're, you know, doing a rapid campaign like that. Really, there is no there aren't many ways to min-max these merchants when you own so many discombobulated provinces. In the tech department, we're 17, 16, 17, which is very nice. Nice innovativeness as well. And in the idea tab, right now we're at Polish ideas. There's the 30% CAF combat from there. We got espionage quality, obviously needed a humanist court. Definitely going to be picking up Aristo right here as well and stuff like that. And lots of other good things for the policies, even though we don't have any CAF combat policies. Yeah, going back to here, lots of other ones that can be taken. Right now we have Timurid missions, as we can see right here, so working on getting those done as well. There are some really good ones like this right here, for example, the CAV ones and stuff like that. These are the policies, we already checked those out. These are the nations that can be formed, even though these aren't the nations that this player did form in the stability and expansion. Under GovCap, that's pretty good right there. Finished off a war, I guess, versus you know, some guys, and a lot of stuff half stated. I don't really like to play with half stating stuff that much, but some players do like it. Going over into the religion department, we're still Sunni right now, converting some stuff to Sunni, as we can see. I guess some important stuff that you want to take care of, even though there will be religion flips coming up, like this player said, Tengri and stuff like that, that they already accomplished. In the military department, we're already at 85% CAF combat ability, which is obviously still very insane. Super strong, way stronger than anything you see in any normal type campaign, or even in a campaign where you're still maxing out cavalry combat ability, but not necessarily doing so many nation changes, so many, you know, religion changes, culture changes, and stuff like that. So even in a regular campaign, let's say as Poland, this is really strong. Nice infantry and artillery as well, combat ability. Army actually isn't that big right now, as we can see. We're running more cav than infantry. Super expected in the cav combat playthrough, and we do have this little stack right here helping out in some departments. But morale is really strong for 16-17. Discipline is pretty good too. Nice army tradition, fighting lots of battles. Professionalism leaves a little bit to be desired. In the subjects department, lots of things have been trade companied. In fact, most things, as we can see, or maybe not most things, but, you know, certain areas of certain regions have been trade companied. A lot of things you will want to state and then unstate and stuff like that in order to be able to flip cultures to form other nations. So this is pretty expected, and these are the subjects as well, all of them loyal. In the estates department, they still have everything. Taking a look at absolutism, max absolutism is 28, but you don't really care about stacking it if you're not doing a world conquest or something like that, which I already said. So yeah, lots of these guys already have privileges active. Cossack, super important, obviously, for CAF combat ability to keep them happy and stuff like that. So yeah, everything is looking really nice right here. Okay, right now we're in a war with Dawasir as well. No, that's not Dawasir. It is Dawasir and Gazi Kumukar in it. I'm gonna eat up these guys. Everything is chill right there. And yeah, let's go over to the building department right now. I don't know if there'll be too much focus on buildings over here in this run, since you're not going for provinces that are gonna help you out economically and stuff like that. So yeah, taking a look at the marketplace, man, yeah, a lot of these can be built. A lot of them have been built, if I'm being honest. Not upgraded the trade depots yet. Courthouses not built anywhere. This is definitely a minus, but once again, is the player even thinking about this at all? But yeah, man, with this GovCap, why no courthouse? That's my question right here. Workshops, they haven't been built either. Army buildings, nope. But maybe manpower, nope. So definitely no focus on buildings at all, man. The economy, this player doesn't care about the economy. They care about wars. They care about conquest. And, you know, this player is maybe playing this like in a horde style, right? Where you're getting a lot of your money from conquest and stuff like that. And really with the stuff you own, you can't really focus that hard on your economy and stuff like that. No manufacturers either. So yeah, buildings leave us a lot to be desired. With so many things full stated and half stated and trade companies, it's not even worth taking a look at the economy, and that is pretty much what this game is looking like up until now. Going over into the government reforms, we're in ICTA right now, which is pretty good. Noble Officer Corps, obviously, for the cavalry discount is really nice. Decentralized, definitely needed for those cultures. Curtail clerical, cavalry warfare, general estate, superiority of the estate, war economy. And yeah, for what this player is going for, things are looking really, really nice right there. So yeah, lots of weird things in sort of half of this save right here. I guess we're, I don't know, maybe not the half point, but the 2/3 point. Yeah, some things I'm definitely gonna give minuses on, but like the player said, that's not the focus. So yeah, let's take a look at the timeline right now. This is gonna be a weird to take a look at because we got Timurid Poland in 1444. This is Iron Man, by the way. This is not like some command stuff. It's just the timeline is weird when you're forming so many nations and we can't really see it accurately. But yeah, let's take a look at the expansion right there, man. Yeah, there we go. There's the Teutons expanding right there. The player did start off as the Teutons, I think. So that's looking pretty good right here. Timurids have been destroyed, as we can see. Growth over in the Lithuania department right here, pushing into the HRE a bit, taking stuff over here, assuming next to vassals like Chernigov. So yeah, definitely the stake establishing itself, going over to the Timurids, taking over some Timurid provinces. More expansion over here. There we go, forming Poland right now. Things are looking pretty legit. Pushing further into Persia right now. Still some subjects over here. Expanding in Muscovy. Maybe some other subjects around that will be or have been or are going to be annexed and stuff like that. And there we go. Now we're the Timurids. And yeah, the expansion seems to be going on in this region right now. There we go. A war versus the Ottomans, expanding in the Balkans and in Anatolia a little bit. Growth more over here in the Persia region once again, and that's where it's mainly focused right now. I guess chilling, expanding through vassals because we don't see a lot of changes right here. There we go, more pushing into Persia, fighting like Denmark right here, some other hordes that have been left over, and that's how we got these border Gore provinces and this super wonky name placement as we get to 1617. So yeah, man, unfortunate that I haven't been sent like the full campaign or you know, after it ended or stuff like that. This player did say they got 223% cavalry combat ability, which would have been absolutely insane if we could have taken a look at it. But since we're in sort of the middle right here, and based on some other lacking things, since it's incomplete, I'm only gonna give this campaign a 3 out of 5. Could have been a 5 out of 5 if it was the full one, but it wasn't. Now let's move on to some siege ability stacking. Hopefully that's a full save game. Alright, so Burning Cherry right here says Netherlands Commonwealth Siege Machine. In this run, I stacked some pretty crazy siege capability without doing anything difficult or going much out of my way, or so I would argue. The run went Austria, Prussia, Croatia, the Netherlands, the United Crowns, which is like, you know, Britain, Netherlands type of thing. Sardinia, Piedmont, Poland, Commonwealth, HRE. So that's 9 different nations right there. I stacked 110% siege ability, 13 artillery levels versus fort, and +1 land leader siege, allowing me to siege down level 8 forts in 2 to 3 weeks on average. So that's without bombing. With this much, dare I say, army quality, the HRE Vassal Swarm will only be going in my way, so I never actually used it. Still, because the sieges are fast, I project to wrap up a 1-tag world conquest with less than 2 million losses. Other fun modifier stack, 90 admin efficiency, 80% core cost reduction, 65% province war score cost versus other religions, 25 years of separatism, 150 years of golden age. So yeah, let's jump into our final run of the day on January 1st. 1765. All right, here we are in our HRE run, and one thing I definitely wasn't expecting is to see basically an almost world conquest right here, man. I thought we'd get stuff like right here. I had no idea this player was this far into the campaign, man. But yeah, let's first take a look at how many nations are left. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right there. Let me actually go into the ledger right here and see it that it's well, actually it shows up the colonies here. It's a little bit more than 7 or something like that. We got Jaunpur here, right? That's absolutely insane. Now wait, what is this? Why are these like colored? What's going on here? Yeah, I don't know, but either way, let's take a look at the great powers list right here. 41,000 dev, military hegemon already, going into the court department right here, level 5 advisors that are actually extremely cheap. I think that's probably the cheapest you can get them at this point in the game, so that's really nice. I like to see modifier stacking like that. In the government tab, lots of cultures promoted and accepted, and of course a million not promoted, not accepted. 128 max absolutism, Kaiserreich right here with 128 actual absolutism. In the diplomacy department, we can see, yeah, some of the colonies right here, private enterprises, crown colonies. North, who's a North? North is a vassal. I don't know what that is. I think this is probably like a client state that was vassalized or released or something like that. Yeah, going in the economy department, making about 20,000 ducats a month. Listen, I really had no idea this was gonna be basically a world conquest, man. But yeah, it's looking really nice right here in the trade department. 53% coming in from trade, 270% goods produced. So many furnaces are already active, so that's awesome. Yeah, ahead of tech, 100 innovativeness. Now let me take a look at the ideas. This is really interesting to me right here. So we got diplo-religious, a perfect start for a world conquest, and this dude, this could be a one faith. In fact, I think I'm going to say that it is going to be a one faith, man. Not a lot to convert, but that's definitely what you open up in a world conquest. One faith with diplo and religious is what I recommend. Then we got admin and offensive. Really, you don't need mill idea groups for a run, but this player was stacking siege abilities, so, you know, some mill idea groups, actually only offensive would be helpful. Infrastructure, humanist too, and it isn't a stupid idea to go religious and humanist. That does help with the, you know, years of separatism and the revolts and stuff like that. You can still convert very, very efficiently. Innovative, super late, I'm guessing for the policies, and then court right here. HRE mission tree right here, pretty much wrapped up except industrialized Rhineland and dominant economy decisions and policies. 5 possible policies for diplo. Wow, that's something super rare and you don't see it too much, man. But the good ones right here are active, you know, all the missionary strength and the siege ability ones. Still under governing capacity, by the way, which is always nice. And in the religion department, still quite a lot left to convert, but it's converting so quickly, and this player has so many missionaries that, yeah, I think there's definitely enough time for this to be a one faith, man, unless you get zeal somewhere or something like that. But in that case, you know, there are certain workarounds. So yeah, level 3 defender of the faith too. In the military department, maxed out army professionalism. There's the siege ability right here, 99.8%. So sieges do tick super, super fast. Decent discipline, good morale, massive force limit, obviously, when you have the entire world and so many generals. Huge naval force limit too, which is very interesting to me. No combat modifiers though, interesting. In the subject department, it is very expected that we are gonna have like lots of trade companies, man. Pretty much, I guess, a lot of these things here are trade companies. Some of them are half stated, maybe, or actually no, they are half stated. So many things, but it's like so cheap to core that you can do quite a lot of them. And look how slow that is, man. I got a pretty beefy PC, and then this is like still you know, coring super slowly even after I clicked the core all button. Look at that, man. So yeah, I'm definitely getting about 15 FPS right here, which is super unusual. But I guess, look at that. Look at how the admin number is ticking down, man, by coring all of these. But yeah, man, that CCR is absolutely insane after it's like your claims, your religion, and everything like that. But the weirdest thing to me is this. What are these? Like, why are some of these like, I don't know what to say, like, they look like they're owned or something like that. I have no idea. We'll get back to that, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In the subjects department right here, all of these guys are told to be passive, like, don't get involved with my stuff, leave me alone. And still, so many privileges granted to every single estate, so much crown land ownership. They're all super satisfied, but still 128 max absolutism, which is absolutely insane, man. It's looking very, very nice right there. Curia controller as well. What else do you want me to say? So yeah, going over into the government reforms tab, Holy Imperial Monarchy expected within the HRE, Noble Officer Core, I guess for the cab discount or Noble's influence stuff, decentralized, maintain, sustained discipline, royal decree, dynastic administration, free trade, 6 books, divine rights, political absolutism. Everything is looking really good right there. Maybe you would go lanes for the church in you know, in what you call it, in a converting scenario or something like that. But honestly, any of these right here work pretty well for a one faith world conquest, which I definitely think you are going to accomplish. In the cultures tab, not a lot to take a look at. Everything seems pretty standard to me, at least in Europe, where the bulk of this playthrough was you know, stage and stuff like that. So that's looking very, very nice right there. Why have these guys always been here? Yeah, weird. But yeah, aside from that, man, let's go over into the dev department. Let's take a look at the dev a little bit right here. This is definitely one of the laggiest screens, but Wennen, what is that province? What is Wennen? Look how slow it takes me to zoom in, man. Look at this. I'm scrolling, and I'm barely getting in. Oh my god, this is why it's lagging. What is Wennen? It's Vienna. I guess because it was owned by a different nation and stuff like that. But yeah, let me back out of here, dude, because that is not looking good. But yeah, lots of provinces, so highly devved, man. Many above 40. Look at this, how far I'm scrolling, man. So many above 30, so this is really good dev as well. I don't know if deving was done at all, but you know, it's nice to take a look at all these provinces. In the buildings department, what can we do, man? It's a world conquest. None of the stuff that I'm taking a look at even matters, but you know, let's just do it for the sake of doing it, because we always do it. Building anything right here is not gonna help you with anything. You own the entire world. You don't need more trade power. Yeah, courthouses obviously almost everywhere. Universities also almost everywhere. That's very nice as well. None of this that I'm opening up right now helps, but you know, it's always nice to take a look at how everything is positioned and where everything is and stuff like that. So yeah, these are the churches, manufactories almost everywhere, and let's take a look at the furnaces. I think they have been built almost everywhere that can be built. Look at this, man. Late game, a furnace gives you 100 ducats plus in that one province right there, even though there's so little of them. So yeah, very nice run right here, man. You know, one thing that does concern me is these things right here. If you guys can let me know in the comments, the only time I've seen this is when I'm like making a thumbnail, right? And by using the console, when you turn on, you know, debug mode and you see the number of provinces, sometimes I annex a C tile by mistake by typing in the wrong number, and that is how my C tiles look if I annex them by mistake by typing in the wrong number. So have these C tiles been like annexed by mistake? Has this, you know, run had the console used even though it was Iron Man somehow? Definitely let me know what this is based on the, you know, in the comments below. But aside from that, man, everything is looking super sweet right here. I think we can go ahead and jump into the timeline right here, which is possibly gonna be a little wonky because of the fact that we have so many nation formations, but nonetheless, let's get a move on right here. So yeah, we see expansion right there, man. I actually even forgot which country this player started off with. There we go. We got Austria conquering a bunch of different stuff, so we're definitely Austria by this point in the game. There we go. More expansion. Privilege is possibly revoked by now. We see the snaking Ottomans expanding quite a lot, but you know, a chunk has already been taken out from them. They're blobbing out more. Croatia, there we go. Now we're the Netherlands. So we do see those nation formations. Lots of vassals over here. I'm guessing lots of vassals are being fed too. And there we go. Now it's Poland taking out a bunch of nations. Now it's the Commonwealth, so expanding over in Europe, pushing into the Ottomans super hard. There we go. Now we're the HRE. So an early HRE formation, you know, I would keep around the subjects for a long time, but look at how quick those late game wars were, man. It's looking so good. So yeah, a very strong playthrough right here. Once again, let me say I did not expect this to be a world conquest. I mostly jumped in for the modifier stacking and nation formation descriptions that we had over here, but a super nice and clean run, man. I enjoyed this quite a lot. It's always nice to see one faith of world conquest. You're definitely going to achieve this if you already, you know, maybe even already achieved it. But yeah, pristine run right there, man. An HRE run that isn't a vassal swarm run is always interesting too. So a very satisfying game for me right there, and I'm gonna give this campaign a 5 out of 5, unless the console was used. In that case, I'm gonna give it a 0 out of 5. But yeah, that has been our save games for today. So yeah, if you want your save games reviewed, drop them in the Save Games for Vid Discord channel and you may be featured in a video. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to leave a like. It really helps out a lot. And if you like the content and want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of them. And you can become a member today and join the Discord. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time with another EU4 video.